guys, it's Becca. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I've uploaded it a little bit later. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've actually been uploading every other Sunday for like quite a while now, which I'm very proud of myself for. But I decided to upload this video specifically on today because today is World Vegan Day. So I thought this would be the perfect time to share with you guys my vegan favorites. So I'm going to tell you guys about some of my favorite resources, my favorite like beauty and skincare products and brands, and then also my favorite like go-to vegan meals and snack ideas. I hope you guys find this interesting. Maybe if you're just starting to go vegan and you're looking for some advice and some resources, or maybe you're like me, you've been vegan for a while now. Maybe you just want to hear how someone else is making it work in their life. I've been vegan for over 2 years now, so I've kind of figured out how to make this an easy, manageable part just of my everyday lifestyle. So hopefully you guys will find this video helpful. And yeah, I have a whole list on my phone here, so let's just get started. So I thought I would start off with talking about some of my favorite vegan resources, because especially when you're just starting to go vegan, you want to make sure you're getting like good, reliable information, because there is just a lot of misinformation out there about veganism. I know a lot of people turn to documentaries, which is really great. There's so many ones you can watch on Netflix, so these have become really accessible nowadays. I've actually only seen one vegan documentary, and it was this past spring. So when I was first starting to go vegan, I got most of my information just online, which sounds a little sketch, but I promise I was getting it from like real, legit sources. So I thought I would share some of those with you. So the first one is Live Planted. This is a podcast run by a really amazing woman named Alyssa. She also has an Instagram that I follow. And yeah, actually last year I went through and I binged every single one of her episodes. I am completely caught up now. She has like almost 200, I think. So it's quite a feat. She does a lot of podcast interviewing other influential vegans in the community and talking about like just their unique perspective. And then she also does videos by herself that are really informational, and she always does full blog posts about all of her podcasts, you know, with all of her sources and everything like that. So really great resource. She's actually a large reason why I've gotten into the zero waste movement, and more of her more recent episodes focused on zero waste, but especially if you go back to some of her older ones, which are still great. Literally for like any question you might have about veganism, she has an episode for literally everything. So the next thing I would recommend is also an Instagram and a blog. This is Live Kindly. I follow them on Instagram, and what they do is I think every day they post like 8 vegan news headlines, and then if you want you can go to their website and read the full article. So this is a really great way just to stay up to date with like vegan news that's coming out. So that's things like new products that are being released at grocery stores and restaurants, different activism things like vegan celebrities are doing, updates about like vegan and environmentally related legislature, which is super important. And then they also post like cute little graphics and stuff. They have an amazing like graphic design team. The next one is Pick Up Limes, and this is a YouTube, a blog, an Instagram, all of that run by a woman named Sadia. And Sadia is actually a registered dietitian, so she is a great resource, especially if you're interested in the health sides of veganism. She has blog posts about like calcium, B12, iron, all of those things, and then she makes really wonderful recipe videos. Since she is using just like whole plants like as nature intended them, things are more inexpensive, they're more readily available at all grocery stores, which are really great. Her videos are also beautiful. Like, wow, that's the level I want to get to right there. But yeah, I've made quite a few of her different recipes. Her banana bread is my go-to. And then the last one I wanted to mention is trying to find some in-person resources. I feel like this one can be a little hard. I've been lucky that I've lived in an area where there are a lot of other vegans. My roommate and my best friend is actually also vegan, so that's really great and I feel really lucky. Maybe you just like DM, I guess this isn't really in person, but if you really don't know any other vegans, you can always just DM like a vegan on Instagram, and like chances are they'll probably be more than happy to talk to you or answer any questions you've had. I've had a few people DM me, and like it honestly makes my day because I feel like I'm like actually making a difference, which is really wonderful. But if you do have some sort of club or organization you could join, I would really recommend it. And if you are maybe in a club or you're looking to start one, I wanted to mention that Veg Club at VCU, we're actually, sponsored isn't the right word, but we kind of get resources from PETA, which PETA is obviously like kind of problematic sometimes, but one really great thing they do is they work with clubs. They send us like resources to put on different like tabling events around campus, and that has really transformed our club to be able to do a lot more activism within our community, which is really cool. Okay, so moving into skincare and makeup, beauty products, all that stuff, I want to talk about a few brands. So the first one is Pacifica. I used to buy a lot of stuff from Pacifica. They are carried at Target, so again, pretty easy to find in most places, and they do skincare, makeup, hair care. I think they even sell like vitamins and stuff now. I just saw that on Instagram today, but they really do everything, and they're pretty well priced. Everything is under like $15, I would say. Right now I'm using a conditioner from them I really like. I've used different face washes and face masks over the years as well that I've liked. And it's like almost all of their ingredients are also natural, which is great. They don't test on animals. I think they even donate money to like ocean preservation groups, which is cool. As for makeup, another two drugstore brands I like are e.l.f. and Wet n Wild. I use a Wet n Wild foundation that I really like. They are entirely cruelty free, but they're not entirely vegan, which is important to note. There is a difference. They actually do label like on the packaging and like on their displays in stores with a V if it's vegan, so you don't have to like go scouring the internet for like blog posts and ingredients lists, because I've had to do that. It's not always fun. You can do it, and I recommend doing it, but it's very nice to see things becoming easier these days. And then e.l.f., their entire range is vegan and cruelty free, so I have like lots of different lip products, eyeshadows, and things like that from them. And then you may know I have been transitioning to a more zero-waste lifestyle, and so obviously those three brands, they do use like plastic packaging, but they're just not the most eco-friendly in that sense. So just kind of as I'm using up different products, of course I'm going to keep using stuff until it expires or is done, because to just throw them away would be counterintuitive. So as I am using products up, I've been buying new products mostly from Lush. Talked about Lush before. I hauled a few of their products a while ago. I'll link that video somewhere up here. Almost everything is vegan, everything is vegetarian. They're completely against animal testing. They do so many great things with charity and different social initiatives and environmental initiatives and really great stuff. And a lot of their stuff they started doing without packaging, which is great, so I've switched over to like their shampoos, their body washes, their deodorants, their lotions. Obviously love their bath bombs and bubble bars and things like that. Not necessary, but fun. So moving on to food, the most prevalent part of veganism, of course. I thought I would walk you guys through some of my favorite breakfast, lunch, dinners, desserts, because dessert is very important to me, and snacks. And I also want to mention I do have some what I eat in a day videos. I'll link those again. And I also have an entire food highlight on my Instagram. Starting out with breakfast, almost every day of my life I eat oatmeal. Not super interesting, but I think I make it interesting. I just mix some oats, some almond milk, some cinnamon, and chia seeds together, and then I put that in the fridge overnight. Personally, I like to heat it up in the morning, but you can just eat it cold. I think that's weird. That's just me. And then I just top it with some different like fresh or frozen fruit. And then sometimes like coconut flakes, maple syrup, just some different things. Super easy. And if I'm feeling fancy, I might like, when I'm at home, I might do waffles. Sometimes I like to like do breakfast for dinner the night before, make waffles since I have more time in the evening, and then I'll eat like the waffles the next morning for breakfast. And for lunch, again, I don't really go crazy. I usually just have some kind of sandwich. Usually when I'm at school, it's peanut butter and jelly. During the summers, I love to do like a chickpea salad or something. Sometimes I'll do like an avocado toast with like tofu scramble or something on top. I'll also eat that for breakfast or dinner. I really love breakfast food, so breakfast is kind of like an any time of the day meal for me. But yeah, lunch I just keep really simple, and I am like a pretty big snacker. I love snacks, and just especially with dancing so much and like just having a weird schedule as a student, I find that makes more sense for my body and my life to like eat a smaller lunch but then eat more snacks. So some of my favorite snacks, definitely granola bars. I love Cliff Bars, so good, and also cashew bars. Almost all of cashew bars are vegan. I think except for like the ones that use honey. And then just a few of my other favorite snacks. I love almonds, like a lightly salted one. Those are good. Apples and peanut butter, fresh fruit, chips and guac. I also really love the Boom Chicka Pop, the sweet and salty. That stuff, I swear they put cocaine in. Like, it's addicting. Recently I started buying the Kroger, like their brand of it, which tastes just as good, and it's literally like less than $2 sometimes, so hop on that. And then for dinner, again, I keep things pretty simple. So some of my go-tos are just a pasta with veggies. I'll just get like a whole grain pasta, just a pre-made bottle of red sauce, and then I'll like saute some zucchini, squash, mushrooms, spinach, that kind of thing. I also like to do like a couscous, which I just get the ones that come in a box, so they're really easy. And again, I'll do like zucchini and mushrooms with that. Sometimes I'll do a brown rice. I really like the brown rice medley from Trader Joe's. It is so good. Basically, that's kind of how most of my meals, it's just some kind of like grain, some kind of veggie, and like maybe some tofu or beans, and then, you know, hopefully a grain. And then I just kind of mix it up with like different flavors, different like ideas. Another really easy one is just like a veggie burger and a sweet potato. Super easy. Sweet potatoes you can literally just microwave and then just put a little bit of like cinnamon, some butter on it. Really good. As for veggie burgers, right now I've really been into, it's like a buffalo chicken patty from Morningstars. My sister got me into them. Sometimes I'll do like a stir fry, so you can just get some like rice or some noodles, some like peppers and carrots. You can even get like just a frozen bag of stir fry veggies and do some tofu with like teriyaki or soy sauce, something like that. I like to do like soup and quesadillas. Quesadillas is a little more expensive since you have to buy vegan cheese, but as like a one-off thing. Sometimes I like to do chili, especially when it's getting chilly outside. That was not a good joke, I'm sorry. Or tacos. And then those are all pretty inexpensive, since just really normal stuff. But if I am really in a pinch or just feel like treating myself, sometimes I'll get an Amy's bowl. That's like a frozen meal. You can find them at most grocery stores, honestly, and usually I'll just like get whatever one the store happens to have on sale, because they're all really good. But those are like $4-ish, so definitely not an every week, not even like an every month thing. Usually I'll do like either the Deo or the Annie's mac and cheese with some like Gardein chicken nuggets. So good. But again, not very cheap, so those are just like little like things when I'm just, it's like a Friday night, you know, that kind of thing. And as for desserts, which are an important meal of the day in my opinion, like I said, I like to do banana bread. I do the pickup limes one. I like making chocolate chip cookies. Cookies are just like a really easy thing to make. Also, Oreos are vegan, so those are usually kept in our apartment. Although they're not kept for long because we eat them way too fast. I also really just love like a bowl of cereal for dinner. I mean, for dessert, I know like that's supposed to be breakfast food, but I think a bowl of cereal is just so satisfying at like 10 p.m. Again, that's just me. Again, as like a, if I'm splurging, I'll get some ice cream. My favorite is probably Ben & Jerry's, the cookie dough. They do a caramel coffee one that's good. So Delicious does a snickerdoodle, which is also really good. But again, with veganism becoming more accessible, a lot of store brands are bringing out their own ice creams. Kroger and Target both do them, and they're usually much cheaper. And even their own store brand will go on sale. So if I'm looking for ice cream, I'll basically just buy whichever one's on sale, because they can be like $3 to like $6 sometimes, depending on what grocery store you're at. So definitely try to get them when they're like $3 or $4. Yeah, that is all I had to share with you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Like I said, I will put so many links in the description box, so you guys can just go click and look at any of these things that interest you. Yeah, I'll link some of my old videos down below if you're interested in those, and of course you can also go follow me on Instagram, check out that food highlight that I was talking about, and yeah, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, it would help me, and have a wonderful day. Bye!